Yep. Sounds about right. We should have taken Justin Herbert. What's going on, guys? The SSN back again with another video. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope that you're having a great day so far. I'm putting the part 2 of the what the Dolphins should do at the number 3 spot on hold for the day. Probably put it out tomorrow or the very next day because we need to talk about this. This is something important. It's not a shock. It's not super surprising, but it is controversial, and it is a topic that I think we should talk about today. So you guys can see from the title, Justin Herbert won the 2020 NFL Rookie of the Year award. I think that he was the best quarterback that came out of the draft. I said that before. I stick to my guns there. I think Herbert is a better quarterback right now. I think he has more potential, more upside. And I think that when all of the 3 quarterbacks that were the top 3 were playing this last year between Herbert, Tua, and Burrow, I think Herbert was still the best. Even with Burrow on the field, I think Herbert was playing the best out of all the rookies. This is just frustrating, okay? And I know it's, like I said, it's super controversial. Lots of arguments happen over, Tua or Herbert. And I get it. I understand why some people are on, the Tua side of things. He had an incredible career in college. He did so many different things, won a national championship, was one of the best college quarterbacks we've seen in a long time. That's well and good, and that's great, and that's perfect, whatever. You can think that and love that if you want. But at the end of the day, when you look and you compare Herbert and Tua, there are things about Tua that he just can't possibly live up to when it comes to comparing him to Justin Herbert. And what those things are primarily are size and athleticism. So you can't teach Tua to be bigger. You can't teach Tua to be more athletic. You just can't teach that. It's nothing that Tua can help or anybody can make him be better at. But on the flip side, comparing Herbert to Tua, Herbert's, weak points, I think, were not moving through his reads in college. A lot of people said he checks down too much. He misses his guys. He doesn't make the right reads. His mental game is not quite where it should be. Fine, whatever. But Herbert can be taught to improve those things. Herbert can be taught to be a better technical, mechanical quarterback. So the advantage, in my opinion, and it has been for a long time, it's almost been a year since I've posted my video saying I think we should take Herbert rather than Tua, and I know that's going to ruffle feathers and make people upset, whatever, but I think Herbert is the better option. I think he offers more. When you're thinking about what you want in an NFL quarterback long-term, I'd rather have Herbert. And I stick to that now, especially with the Rookie of the Year award. And, there's a lot of argument. A lot of people saying, Herbert had more weapons. He had more to work with in L.A. Fine. That's fine. He had more weapons to work with in L.A., and that's great. Yeah, Keenan Allen, Hunter Henry, he had some different pieces to work with. And that's good. That's fine, and that is true. But having more weapons does not immediately make you a great quarterback or a better quarterback or anything like that, because we've seen in multiple different circumstances a quarterback can have all the weapons in the world around him and do little to nothing with that. Think of Jameis Winston. Last year, working with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, got plenty of weapons around him, 2 of the top receivers that you can find in the NFL. And what did he do with that? He threw for a lot of yards. He threw for however many touchdowns. He threw 30 picks. So just because you have weapons around you does not mean that that's what makes you the best quarterback. It just doesn't. Because there are quarterbacks out there who can do a lot with not as much talent. And that's what requires, or that's what makes you, I guess I should say, the better quarterback. And so in my opinion, and this is strictly my opinion, and a lot of people will disagree with this, and that's cool. I want to know what you guys think down below. My opinion is, had Tua had Keenan Allen and Hunter Henry, I don't think Tua is much better than he was this last year. The reason being, Tua doesn't take shots downfield. Tua does not throw the ball beyond 5 to 10 yards. That's his MO. That's what he has done all year long, his rookie year, when he was even on the field, when he wasn't busy getting pulled, when he wasn't busy sitting out, when he wasn't busy playing like garbage. Okay, his MO is throwing 5 to 10 yards, check downs, scrambling, getting sacked. That's what Tua has been. The long shots that he's taken down the field were few and far between all year long for his rookie year. So had he had Keenan Allen, had he had Hunter Henry, wouldn't have made a difference, because Keenan Allen is like a Devontae Parker style of receiver. I'm not saying that he is Devontae Parker. I think he's better than Devontae Parker. but he's the same style of receiver. He's a big guy. He's not super fast. He separates pretty well. You just get the ball up to him, and he can do a lot with that. Hunter Henry's a big tight end, similar to Mike Gesicki. Okay, he's a receiving tight end. Those guys are also similar. So if you add those weapons into Miami, I don't think Tua does really anything with him. He does the same that he does with Devontae Parker and Mike Gesicki, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit, and I'll give you that. Maybe those extra weapons add a little bit more to Tua's game, but I don't think that much more that Tua would be the rookie of the year, that he would just be incredible. Now, that would be his season. He would have, 4,000 yards, 35 touchdowns, 10 picks, whatever. That's not the kind of season that Tua would have his rookie year because that's just not how he played. It's not the play style. So the argument for, well, Herbert had more weapons, I think that's almost off the table because the weapons don't make the quarterback. It's just not how it goes. I think it's the other way around. The quarterback can make the weapons. The quarterback can affect how those weapons work, but those weapons don't make you a good quarterback. You still have to get the ball out of your hands to the right spot at the right time on the field. You still have to beat the cornerbacks. You still have to make the right reads. You still have to navigate the pocket. You still have to know your offense. All of those things have to happen for you to be a good quarterback, because I know for a fact I could not go on a team with every great wide receiver in the league. You could pick pick of the litter, whoever you want. You could put them on my team. That does not mean that I'm going to go out in the NFL and have a great season just because there's ridiculous weapons around me. I still have to produce and do my job in order to succeed. And that's why I say we should have taken Herbert, because the things that Herbert has, the intangibles, the athleticism, the size, the huge arm, all of that potential, he's got so much of it. If you just teach him how to mechanically improve, if you teach him how to work through his reads properly, which they did, the upside for this guy is, unlimited. It's crazy sky-high potential, and he can do so much with that. And then you add on more weapons and more, everything. You get a good scheme for him. You get, the proper team around him. And there's no limit to what Herbert can do. I think Tua is limited. And that's my frustration with this whole thing, is I'm sitting back watching Herbert win Rookie of the Year, and I'm like, yeah, sounds about right. That sounds about right. Sounds like what the Dolphins would do. We would pass up on someone who's going to win Rookie of the Year when he's readily available to us, someone who, out of college, in my opinion, looked like the better NFL fit. We pass him up for a quarterback who got benched multiple times in his rookie year because he wasn't producing, for a 37-year-old journeyman quarterback. It's just frustrating. And I know a lot of you guys probably really disagree with my take, think that I'm an idiot or whatever, and that's perfectly fine. So I would like for you to tell me in the comment section why I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm wrong in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. If you think that I'm being completely unrealistic, if you think that, no, had you put those weapons on Miami, Tua would do that much better, explain to me why. Give me some reasons, justify those arguments so that we can have some sort of a dialogue going on down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And that's a big part of these videos is, talking to you guys, seeing what you think, what your ideas, what your opinions are. So, I don't know. It's just kind of a rant video today, guys. And I wasn't really anticipating having to do it today, but, it's just one of those things that I'm frustrated about. I think we should have taken Herbert. I said it a year ago. I'm saying it now, and I'm probably going to say it until the day that Herbert retires, and so does Tua. If he's not hurt or out of the league by then, we should have taken Herbert. Herbert's the better option. Herbert has done more already, and he's going to do more through his NFL career. It's my opinion. I could be wrong, although I don't think that I'm going to be. But Herbert wins Rookie of the Year, and we're sitting here with Tua wondering if we're going to trade for another quarterback, draft another quarterback, or hang on to Tua and just hope and pray and cross our fingers that he'll do a little bit more next season. So that's where we stand. That's where the Dolphins stand, and that's where the Chargers stand. Chargers have their answer. Chargers have their future. The Chargers know what they have in Herbert, and they know exactly what his potential looks like. And for us in Miami, we have no clue. We don't know what Tua looks like because a lot of the fans say, oh, well, that's not Tua. So that's not Tua's game, throwing 5 to 10 yards. Okay, so we don't even know what Tua looks like then. We have no idea what his potential is because of that. We have no idea what his play style is in the NFL because of that. So that's where the frustration is. is LA knows their future. LA knows what the potential is. LA knows who their quarterback is. And we sit here on the other end of it having zero clue. And that's the frustrating thing. So that's the video for today, guys. Should have taken Herbert. And I know, probably easy to say, but we should have taken Herbert. That is my opinion. Let me know what you think down below. I'll talk to you guys very soon. I have a video, the part 2 of the who we should take at number 3 spot coming out, like I said, either tomorrow or the next day, but more likely tomorrow. I'll probably film it today after I get done with this one, and then I'll put it out tomorrow for you. So keep your eyes open, guys. I got a lot of content coming for you. And if you haven't already, guys, subscribe to the channel. We're pushing towards 1,000 subs. I, kind of update this every video, tell you guys that I've got a lot of cool stuff coming as soon as we hit that 1,000, looking into merch, all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested, if you haven't done it already and you want a lot of Dolphins news, NFL news, free agent stuff, mock drafts, Madden content, stuff like that, subscribe to the channel down below and help us grow a little bit. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Be sure to like and comment. Leave your comments down below so we can get talking in the comment section down below. Guys, have a wonderful day. I'll catch you very soon. And as always, fins up.